Welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about a quick and simple way of putting figures in your painting, even the abstracts. But how do I start off? How do I make a figure that kind of is a symbol of a figure? I practice these over and over and over and make them not always straight up and down. Give them some personality. Where do I get the idea? I make carrots. Think carrots the whole time. I call them my carrot people. Once I have a carrot down, like this one, right down the middle. Boy, that's a carrot. And, oh, yeah, it kind of almost looks like a human being, okay? I put these little dots, and I, big brush, huge brush. Big brush, not little brushes. And push it down. I can't wait to show you how I do them. It works for me. Let's watch. And here we go. Big brush, piece of paper, watercolor paper. Here's how we do it. At least this is how I do it. Put a dot, small dot. Push down hard on the, there you go, pushing down hard, go straight down. We're making carrots today. Oh, that's a carrot. Let's do it again. One right next to it. Dot. Always a dot, not a big circle. There you go. That's a carrot. But you know, if I do another carrot just like that, and I give it some personality, it doesn't always have to be straight up and down. There we go. They look like they're carrying a knapsack or something. All right? All different. On an angle. Dot, always the dot. On a slight angle, and then come back over here. Whoa. Load that brush up. After a while, it actually starts to look like a bunch of people. Sure it is, right? But notice I don't connect the heads. Don't connect the, have a little bit of a space. If you do connect the heads, watch what happens. There's your carrot. It looks like they're walking away. Cool illusion, huh? But as long as they're not connected, they almost look like they're coming towards you. One more thing I'm going to do. Right now, they're just carrots floating in space. Let's anchor them. Give them a little bit of a shadow. It helps to ground them. Now we have a crowd of people. Cool, huh? Oh, I like to go back in there and change their shape a little bit. As I like to say, give them some personality. Sometimes I give them two legs. There we go. There we go. Right now I just have them all as carrots. That's really all I really wanted to show you, how quick and easy it is to put these simple shapes right into your painting. Let me show you the other technique, that Rembrandt lighting style that I like to show. Let's watch this one. So we just looked at this one. Big brush, make lots of them, lots of them. We have another option of putting people into your paintings. The one I liked also is called the Rembrandt lighting style, where the figure is light and then it goes dark. The background, just the opposite. Dark to light, the figure dark to light. Why do you know that? Because look, you can do a whole kind of a opera singers or something like that. And the reason I'm doing this is showing you the contrast. Dark against light, dark against light. I know you hear me say that all the time, but that's what gives it its punch. So we can go this way, dark to light. These are my practice pieces. I practice this all the time. Big brushes. Why? So when I go to do my paintings, the ones for my shows, it's a lot easier for me and simpler for me to visualize where the subjects are going to be. And this is just the beginning. I haven't even started the color. Speaking of color, let me show you what I do. The same thing, but now with color. So we just finished this one, just black and white, right? We gotta get into some color. I can't wait. And I do the same thing with black and white, and then sometimes I'll just put color directly on it, or sometimes I'll start off with just color. But this is all about color. And I'm not really concerned about the color wheel just yet, because I'm going to be putting them later on into a landscape. Let me show you what I do here with the color. All right, so we have the shapes down. Cool. Big brush, always the big brush. Well, let's give him some pink pants over here. What the heck? Cool. Let's put some blue in here. See, instantly it looks like they're shirts, t-shirts, or a bunch of golfers. There we go. Look at that. Golfers always wear those great shirts, right? See how instantly it starts to look pretty good. Nice bright top. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna make the pants dark. Ooh, color coordinated. Cool. Here's another one. And I don't necessarily follow what's underneath it. I like some of the underpainting peeking out. That's what gives it its excitement. Alrighty, so let's give him some white pants. Whoa, cool. And another bright shirt. See the advantage with the big brush? You can get a lot of paint down quickly. This is all about doing loose figures quickly, getting them in your landscape. There we go. So the next step would be to me start working on the background, right? So I have more contrast. But that's how I got started. Kind of a fun way of doing it. Now let's put them into a landscape. This is gonna be fun. So all I have to do is start putting some horizon lines in here. And let's see what we could do with that one. I'm gonna put this one aside. Here we go. Fantastic. Landscapes, yay. So I'm just gonna do the horizon line, here we go. So now we're telling a story. Not necessarily an abstract, but it's pretty loose. But now the viewer and you can start communicating an idea. That's kind of important too. All right. Let me go light over here. Ah, this is so much fun to paint like this. A little bit of negative shape painting in here. Now this starts to become painting. Big brush, big brush. If you use those little brushes with two hairs, oh my gosh, you don't paint it, you start tickling it to death. Don't want to do that. I can go back in also and do some negative shape painting, correcting. Goofing around with lots of color. This is not the time to start making sense. I like this kind of painting. I like this. I'm not spending a lot of time on each one, so I get an opportunity to try new things in a short period of time. I like this. This kind of play. This is my play time. You probably don't play enough. You probably go right to your studio and just start working on that masterpiece. Well, this is why I like to paint, because this playtime is so precious and so valuable. It's nothing but a series of what if, what if, what if. What a great landscape. Pretty loose, isn't it? This is what drives me crazy, just loving to paint like this. I make it all up. I should tell you that. I'm sure you figured that out already. I make it all up. I just keep painting until I see something I've never seen myself ever having done before. Variations on a theme. This is my playtime. This is me in the sandbox. Goofing around, landscape. And I'm sure you realize I'm painting upside down. I can see it quicker. this painting. Starting off with carrots. Going right into black and white silhouettes. Adding some color. How the figures go into a landscape. That's what we just got finished doing. So now I'm going to show you how I handle the color landscapes and also the color abstracts. Get those figures in there. It adds more interest and heightens the suspense of an abstract if you see a figure. Hey, by the way, this is just one of the many lessons I'll be teaching at Artisan Expo, and the other one, Art of the Carolinas. Hey, thanks for watching. Hey, my next BobBlast will be putting those figures in abstracts. Hi there. Hey, this is just a reminder that I'm doing 2 major trade shows coming up right now. Artisan Materials Expo, and it's in Santa Fe. Who doesn't want to go there? September the 28th to the 30th. I'll be there teaching all day long. One more trade show I got to tell you about, and you've been hearing me say it for almost a year now. Art of the Carolinas. Jerry's Artorama, you know that big catalog? Well, they've got a big art store and they have a major convention trade show in Raleigh, and that is in November the 8th to the 11th. You've got to sign up early because everybody's there. Why do a trade show? Major deep discounts and art materials. That's where I get my stuff too. Okay, people come with their trucks and then they just load up. You get to meet a lot of fabulous teachers. You're going to learn more techniques from all of us. And then, there are little lessons and demos all day long. It's great to be with my people, artists just like you. I can't wait to see you there, and I hope to see you in almost every class. Hey, sitting next to these palm trees reminds me of the January workshop coming up here in Puerto Vallarta, 10 miles south of Puerto Vallarta in Mexico in January. It's a beachside village, fishing village, a working village. We're having a fantastic time down there. I do it every year for many years now. And we all go down there and fly down. They pick us up at the airport. They take us 10 miles south of Puerto Vallarta to get out of town. And that's where we meet all the other artists, and we stay in one casa. It's fantastic. They feed us, they wine us and dine us, and the beach is right there. The atmosphere is wonderful. I do some of my best work there because we stay on the top floor that overlooks the entire beach area, the villa, and the ocean. You'll see whales dropping all over the place. It's fantastic. I hope to see you there at Casa de las Artistas. I wanted to say it right, in Mexico. See you then.